Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is celebrating the fact that Alabama is literally one of the worst states when it comes to the number of Americans who are not vaccinated against COVID-19, and suggested that Alabamians should shoot people who come to their door to discuss the merits of getting the vaccine. This is from a video that was obtained, actually, that was taped by a Packman viewer. So it was aired on David Packman's show. Let's take a look.
One more thing on that, you lucky people here in Alabama might get a knock on your door because I hear Alabama might be one of the most unvaccinated states in the nation. Well, Joe Biden wants to come talk to you guys. He's going to be sending one of his police state friends to your front door to knock on the door, take down your name, your address, your family members' names, your phone numbers, your cell phone numbers, probably ask for your social security number, and whether you've taken the vaccine or not. Yeah, well, what they don't know is in the South, we all love our Second Amendment rights. And we're not real big on strangers showing up on our front door, are we? They might not like the welcome they get.
Dumb. So dumb. You realize they're the government. They already have yours. The government already has your personal information. The government already has your social security number. Moron. It's the same kind of people that are like, get your government hands off my Medicare. The Medicare is the government, and this is coming from somebody who literally works and gets paid for by the government. Irony is dead. Look, irony is not just dead. Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene dug it up out of its grave, shot it, stabbed it, and then launched it into the sun on Jeff Bezos' dick rocket. Okay, that's what happened here. Okay. Psycho. Hey, you know who else from the government comes to your door? Census workers. Now, what's interesting about the census is that, look, that determines how much funding gets sent to your district. So you want to make sure to count as many people as you can, especially if, like, for example, if you're in a Republican district, well, you want to count as many Republicans as you can to make sure that that district stays Republican. Well, I guess if all the Republicans in Alabama decide that they don't want government workers coming to their door, well, okay, well, go ahead with that, and then we'll just count the Democrats. Ridiculous, right? Just ridiculous. These people are dumb. Not only that, but you know another government worker that comes to your door? The mailman. So stupid. Psychos. Now look, what she was talking about when it comes to the vaccine, by the way, is that this is a part of a program that is a door-to-door outreach, right? So yes, somebody does come to your door and says, hey, here are the merits of getting a vaccine. COVID-19 is, of course, dangerous. And so we're going to explain if you have any questions about getting the vaccine or why you should vaccinate. Look, considering how COVID-19, the Delta variant, is actually the vast majority of Americans who are getting COVID-19 are unvaccinated, this seems like a sensible approach to do some outreach. All right? This makes sense, right? It's basically warning people. I'm going to make a pretty terrible, I think, metaphor here. But think about it like somebody coming to your house and saying, hey, there's a flood that's going to happen. You're going to get flooded out, so you might want to evacuate. And these people are like, fuck you. My freedom to drown. America. Now, to further expand on that pretty terrible metaphor, you've got TV channels that are saying, you know what? It's patriotic to drown. I mean, it's your choice as an American to drown. Freedom. Freedom. Again, ridiculous comparison, but ridiculous metaphor, but whatever. So here's the thing. This is not about the science. I know conservatives are like, oh, untested science, blah, 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 right? And then, of course, they get into unhinged conspiracies about, like, Mark of the Beast, and microchips. Shut up. You're not important to microchip, okay? You're not important enough. You think they're going to waste that money on you? Honestly. But, again, here's the thing. This has become political. Vaccines, COVID-19, masks, all of this stuff has become a ridiculous virtue signal. Not wearing a mask, not getting vaccinated, or at least getting vaccinated and then saying, oh, no, I'm totally not vaccinated. Are you kidding me? I'd never put the devil's juice in my arm. Please give me vaccine. Please put it in right in my vein. A lot of them are doing that, right? A lot of the people in not in Congress, but in Fox News, actually, yes, in Congress too, but Fox News, you literally have to be vaccinated to get in the building. And you have to have a vaccine passport. And yet a lot of these same people are like, oh, vaccine's bad. I mean, there's a lot of questions about these vaccines. I'm just asking questions. Give me that vaccine. Put it in my arm. Put it right there. Love it. It's ridiculous, but that's how crazy the right has become. They think that it's a purity test, a virtue signal. This isn't about health. It's not about the science. It's about declaring your conservative credentials by advertising the fact that you're a walking petri dish. That's it. You're not owning the libs. You're owning yourself. And by the way, you're probably owning your family too. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, I keep going over these stories because I think it's important to tell these stories. All right. Recently, a father of 5, 39-year-old Mike O'Freedy, he died after getting COVID-19. Well, the last text message he sent to his wife was, I should have gotten the damn vaccine. Yeah, you should have. 45-year-old Travis Campbell, I talked about him yesterday. He was been filming his experience on a Facebook Live in the hospital dealing with COVID-19. Here's what he said. I messed up big time, guys. I didn't get the vaccine. That's okay. I made a mistake. I admit it. And I'm taking responsibility now. So please, for the love of God, if you really want to have a chance, don't fall for the TV rhetoric and social media. Just protect yourself. That rhetoric comes from people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, people on Newsmax, Brian Kilmeade, Fox News. It comes from Facebook memes, Alex Jones, InfoWars, and all the bad faith actors. People who are most likely vaccinated, by the way, too. Again, let's take Marjorie Taylor Greene. I would bet that she is vaccinated. Oh yeah, there's no way she could be traveling around so much and have not picked up the virus already. Come on. But what she's doing, as I said, is encouraging and celebrating ignorance. And the hogs, you saw them lapping it up. Woo! We're in a cesspit of disease. Yeah! America! No, this is not something that I would celebrate. But again, I have a functional brain, and apparently people like Marjorie Taylor Greene do not. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.